birthday party of my main duck, Donald.
We're kicking the flow and we're gonna do it something like this.
Donald Duck, back again. Turn up the music, let's begin. Party on, party people, let me hear some noise. Party with Donald, Daisy, and the boys. There's a party over here, a party over there. Tossing Donald up in the air. Now trying to catch him, he falls down. Whoop, there he went, hit ground.
Welcome, everyone, to Season 3, Episode 5 of Kicks at the Castle, podcast by 4 sneakerheads dedicated to that Disney lifestyle. As Walt would say, to all who listen to this happy podcast, welcome. My name's John, and I'll be your host, and we are a man down this week, so hopefully Irv will be back with us this week, but we will carry on. I am joined by my man, Matt.
What it do, baby?
And, of course, we have Ruby.
Hey.
And you might remember this man from episode 25. Back again, we've got James.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing great, man. So we got a great show planned for you this week. We're going to catch up on some news items, including the Jordan Brand Spring 23 preview. We've got our fit of the week in World versus Land. We're going to break down the Jungle Cruise. And if you don't pick Disneyland, you're in denial. We'll be, I'll be filling in for Irv with the corn-fed option of the week. And we're going to catch up on some recent trips on property and maybe hit some Disney Plus talk. But first, let's jump into pickups.
Quavo, pick up, don't pick up the phone. I'm trapping, don't pick up. We been having dripping, I'm putting it down and I'm lighting, I'm icing, I'm flooding my wrist up.
James, haven't talked to you in a while. Anything new in the rotation, in the mailbox? Has your wife kicked you out yet? Anything?
I will do from like when I got back from Disney World. Onward, because it's been a while.
Last month.
I just realized those we were just talking before. One of the pickups I won't show you, that was the size 550 New Balances. They're the Cordura pack. So if any of you are wondering, it's the one that's like brown with like green, very like 90s like hiker color scheme on it. I love 550s. So this was like a perfect fall one. Like obviously they released it now, but I'm sure it's just like most Nike releases that you happen to get Halloween releases in spring. So I'm sure it's just supply chain stuff, right?
Absolutely.
But I'll do the Lego ZX 8000s. It's a pair I've been wanting. They released in November 2020. They were like the only pair from like that entire A to ZX pack that like actually like sold out instantly every time it came out. Like
those got the blue torsion bar underneath, huh?
It's got the blue torsion, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so I was shocked when they re-released. Adidas tends to do that, but 2 years later was very shocking. And I was able to pick them up. I had a friend who had an additional coupon that they used, and I got them for like 40% off. So very happy with that.
Very nice.
If any of you have not tried on ZX before, they're very comfortable. They are more comfortable than Air Maxes. I know. Air Max 1s, Air Max 90s, they're more
you're just lucky Irv's not here.
No, they are. Like they're just more comfortable. Doesn't matter if you're wide foot, narrow foot. On underfoot, they're more comfortable. I would say the Air Max 90s are like the Recraft Air Max 90s are closer to the comfortability of it versus an Air Max 1 where let's be honest, like they're comfortable, but they're not like cushy. You know what I mean? Ruby's like rolling around.
That's an eye roll.
I think there. I mean, I feel like I'm biased because most sneakers to me are comfortable. And I don't know what that says about my foot. Like I do have a little bit of a narrow foot. So some of the things that people complain about, like rubbing on the side, I don't usually run into that. So it's hard. Like to me, Air Max is very comfortable.
I mean, underfoot though.
But see, even for me, like it doesn't, I don't know. I don't notice the difference really with many shoes.
All right, that's fair. Have you tried Ultra Boost on before? Because like that's a like world of difference between like an Air Max.
I think an Ultra Boost is really comfortable, but like when people rave about like, oh my gosh, this totally changed how I like walked all day or how I felt after a full day of walking, I'm like, okay, like I don't really notice it. So I don't know.
Wow,
that's why I said,
really?
I don't know what that says about my
I know,
foot,
right? Wow.
I mean, it's like night and day for me.
Yeah.
Like an Air Max compared to an Ultra Boost is literally like Ultra Boost, hands down, way more comfortable than Air Max.
Yeah.
See, I have Ultra Boost running shoes and I like them. I don't know that I would never get a different running shoe. Like, I don't know that I'm that, but I will say that those wave runners with the boost and those things, holy crap, those are super comfortable to walk around.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put them that comfortable. Like a lot of the new ZXs have boost in them in the midsole, like they're hidden. So that probably makes sense why they're pretty cushiony. I'm gonna go with my next pair, which is controversial. It's the Sean Wotherspoon or Witherspoon, however you want to pronounce it.
I think it's Wotherspoon.
It's the EQTs. No one talked about these. Not even, I think he released some stuff on his Instagram that like in his own marketing style, which is like, you know, like
those might be a little fugly.
What's that?
They might be a little fugly.
No, let me see. Bring them back.
I love them. I think they're like so cool.
I think they're underrated. They're a nice shoe.
I think, and I say this a lot with Sean Wotherspoon releases. I think if they were on a Nike silhouette, the exact same color scheme, exact same materials, they'd sell out instantly. And that's just because Nike's marketing behind it. So
it's
like
100% recycled material, right?
Yeah, it's not 100%. Usually it's like 75 to like 80%, which is still a lot. But like if this was
85% fugly.
Like it's an ACG. If this was an ACG, let's be, and you don't like ACGs either, John. So like I don't like, but like if this was an ACG, I truly think.
I like ACGs.
No, you don't. Don't say that.
I agree with you. If it was an ACG, it would sell out right away. I feel like it's really hard for any of his stuff after his Nike kicks to like hit it out the park. It's hard to have such such a strong shoe that like people put in like the high ranks of sneakers. And like I feel like anything you follow up with is hard, and then when you switch brands, it's like adding a whole other layer of complexity. But I like the stuff he does for Adidas. I just feel like people just don't gravitate to it as much.
Yeah, the only pair I don't have from his Adidas are the Superstars, and this is because I already have a Superstar. So for me, I'm just like, I have the Kiss Superstars, and I'm just like, I don't need another Superstar personally. I just like, if I can get them for like really cheap, then maybe I'll grab them, but it's not a must for me. Like I think what I have like from like the Super Turfs to the EQTs to the ZX 8000s, they're just so unique compared to
Super Earths.
What's that?
Do you have the Super Earths?
They're all Super Earth. Like
Super Earth. Oh,
yeah, because that's like because like the Super Earth part is
Superstar.
like,
yeah, because my daughter, I actually bought the Superstar Super Earths for my daughter. She likes them.
Oh yeah, and like I said, like I think they're a great shoe. They're just not unique enough to me compared to the other ones, right? Now I have one more pickup.
Let's see it.
Now these are like for like the OG heads out there. I'm not an OG head, and I'm not claiming to be that. There's the 03 Dunk High Maple.
Those are cool. That's very Canadian to get a maple shoe.
It is.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
So for you guys that can see me, you can see like their DS. They have all the stars. Like I'm not gonna do it, but you could lick the bottom. I've worn them once.
I wouldn't
already.
do that.
So.
Like it won't taste good.
No, they're like brand new. Like
Where'd you find those?
Soul Savvy. Shout out to Soul Savvy and the Soul
love
Savvy
them.
Marketplace.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
I love
For 140 Canadian. Thank you very much.
Wow.
I don't know what that translates to, but those are really
110 American.
Okay,
so-
that's good.
Mhm.
That's
Shipped.
not bad.
Yeah. So like
I love brown shoes, so I really like those ones. They're really nice. I
Very
think
nice.
a lot of people don't like Dunk Highs as much, and I understand why, because like I said before, the tops of them can be like a little more chunky compared to like a Jordan High.
Mhm.
But I like Dunk Highs. I think they come in really great colorways. Those are nice.
I say, I know what you mean, but like someone in the community around here actually pointed this out to me. So if any of you guys know, used to be Flippin' Laces, his account got
Oh,
hacked.
Christian.
Yeah, Christian. So Christian's a big dunk guy, and he's like a true OG. And I think like a year and a half, 2 years ago, because I was saying like how much I love Jordan ones, and I'm not as much of a Dunk High fan. And then we like, I don't know, spoke back and forth, and he's like, look at the silhouette, James. Like, actually look at the silhouette and look at people on feet. It's actually sleeker. Like it comes across that it's bulkier, but if you look at on your foot, it's actually sleeker. It's just like it's optical illusion almost. And
Yeah,
the
I
more
can see
look at it,
that. I
Mhm.
don't think it. I think it to me, they always feel a little like thicker
They do.
when I put them
Because
on,
the
right?
tongue.
Not that the look doesn't bother me as much as like my Jordan highs are just slightly more comfortable because they feel a little thinner around the top.
All right.
I'm a Lowe's person, so I get that. I'm a Lowe's person, but like it was just like a deal I couldn't pass up, and I'm just like, I had like a few people. You got John, you might know Rizzy, like Ray.
Yeah.
So he's like the dunk king of like Canada, in my opinion.
The Dunk King
And
of
he's
Canada. What a moniker.
I would call him that. Like he knows like he's like a true OG.
Yeah.
I posted it in like our little group chat that I'm in, and he goes like, get those, buy them now. I'm like, oh, like I was gonna grab them, like, you know, just to like throw on like that. I like the colorway. He's like, no, James, like you have how many people are actually looking for that shoe in the dunk community, and they can't find it because it's not on eBay, it's not on StockX, it's not like anywhere.
You
He's
sure
like,
it's because you're not Canadian?
no,
It's the Canadian community is in search of the maple shoe.
Oh, maple
Actually-
dunk.
Actually, I bet you Pow, her husband, Untitled Shrug.
Oh.
I bet you he like if he listens to this episode, or he when I posted it, he thought it was like
Oh, nice.
super. Like he's like, oh, that's such like a dope pair. So I'm like, okay, well, you're clearly a dunk head. So
Well, great pickups, James.
thanks.
So anybody else got some pickups?
I guess I can go next.
Okay.
All right. You can see by the box. Actually, you guys can't see.
I can't see the
But,
box.
Yeah,
I feel like those could be heritage ones. Possibly. I saw a
Yeah.
little flash of white.
closer.
You need to work on your Zoom.
Oh.
That's not helping. Nope.
Maybe
But
you
yes.
put it
It's a
like
white
in
box with
front of
red
you.
letter Nike.
Yeah,
Both
I'm
definitely
really
heritage.
impressed by the box. I thought it was going to be like a regular black and red Air
The
Jordan 1
shoes disappearing
box.
into your background now.
But yeah, you were right. Air Jordan 1 Heritage.
What do you
These
think?
are the quality is a lot better than I thought. Like the red leather, the white leather is actually that plasticky leather, but the red is that nice tumbled, pillowy, plush leather. I don't know if you guys saw, but Ken made a pretty dope custom on these.
No, I didn't see it.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna. They're still sitting up here.
Oh, you got them too? I was gonna say. 'Cause
No,
these are
I
size
don't.
11.
I think I'm going to. They're just sitting.
Are you a size 11?
No, I'm size 10.
Oh, okay. Well,
Slightly on the wide side.
I mean, you could double sock, I guess, but
No.
but anyone listening, if you're a size 11, I got you. And the next pair I got, red Nike box. I got these for Nike's 50th. Is it their 50th, right? Anniversary, but on a Dunk Reserve.
Ooh.
I saw
Little Rod
people
Lowe's.
on those.
I entered like 5 different dunks on the Dunk Reserve. I got none of them.
Yeah. But I mean,
Got the
quality on
golden
these
rods.
is, I love the color blocking on these. I like these more than the highs, in my opinion. But quality on these is pretty decent. I mean, it's just regular
GR
Yeah.
Regular GR dunks.
GR dunk.
plasticky, not my Mickey dunks, by the way. Those are like super plush. The ID.
Oh, ID dunks are
So
those
good.
qualities are. I mean, any Nike ID, like the quality is like super good.
I agree. It's worth it. It's worth the extra like $30-$40 to like get if you can hit on them, it's worth the extra money, hands down, to get those.
They never
Yeah.
hit on them. I just waste time building them, and then they're like, "Never mind, you can't have this."
Hey, no, you got those Air Max ones. No.
That's
That we're
true.
super jealous of.
Yeah. So how about you, Ruby? Get anything this week?
I didn't get any sneakers, but I did get some other stuff. I'm waiting
Okay.
on sneakers to come in. So I got a Disneyland Giants baseball jersey.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Giants fan. Got my Rubes on the back. My favorite number 5. So
Is
yeah,
that
this
from
is-
Park Friends?
I love their stuff. My Warriors jersey is like such a hit when I wear it to the park.
Super cool.
I saw they posted your picture.
Yeah, I love that jersey so much. And then I love this. I have the cutest like Monsters Inc. shirt from a Giants game because Pixar is in the Bay Area. And so they would often do like Pixar night at Giants games. And they gave out Sully and Mike Wazowski Giants t-shirts one where they're wearing like Giants baseball caps. And so I want to wear that under this jersey. And I think that'll be really cute. And then the other thing I got is they had posted it in the Discord, but they did a sale on these Bobble Bar Mickey charms, which are like great for putting on your bag.
Oh, damn.
They're really nice quality. I think people don't realize how nice the quality are. And the sale was crazy. They're normally like 60 to 70 bucks and they were on sale for 30. But they're like little bodies move and they look really nice on like luxury bags. So like I have this one on this bag and they're just super nice charms. So
Flexing the Louis Vuitton.
My newest baby. So I've been trying to dress her up. So I'm going to throw one of these bobble bars on her and probably bring it through the park next time I go. But I am waiting on some kicks. I just haven't gotten any this week, which makes me sad.
Right.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, I got one thing this week. Longest shipping ever.
Finally.
I know. I think I got these like it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. I got the
From where?
Stussy by Nike. I got the Air Force One mid in the I guess it's sail and black colorway. I'm a big Stussy guy, so these were kind of a natural for me. I also got the hoodie. I put that away. Anyway, I'm not an Air Force One mid guy. I don't even know if I'm an Air Force high or low guy, but we're gonna take these to Florida and see if we can put them through the paces.
I think they look really good. I only saw like the ones that Lawrence picked up, which are those like for like the mid version of like those of the lows, which I was like, they're okay. But
those are like a bone, whatever.
Yeah. And I like the low versions, but
they're canvas. Yeah, the ones Lawrence got are canvas.
Yeah, I think the ones you got are nicer. And like I said, I'm not a mid person, but like I think that colorway is really nice.
I like it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna strap or unstrap or I don't know. I haven't figured all that out yet. We'll half strap, loose strap, tight strap.
To get old school, do the loose strap hanging off.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, those are gonna make the trip with me. I got a couple other things. Fingers crossed they get here before I leave town. So I was disappointed I didn't hit on the shattered backboard golf shoes, but
I didn't hit on them either.
But I was hopeful. I was hopeful, but they went quick. So anyway, all right. Well, let's jump into Newsies.
Newsies.
Leading the list this week, release came out of Kicks at the Castle that we have a new social media manager. Matt, do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah. So every post before we hired our new social media manager, all the social media reels was all me.
Am I getting paid? I didn't know that.
I literally was just like posting one day. I was just so overwhelmed with all, I guess, my social media, editing the podcast. I was just like, dang, I kind of need some help here. So I was just like, all right, we need someone to handle or help out with some of the posting.
You know, the funny thing is when you said we need to help with social media, I envisioned you getting like a 20-year-old girl to do it.
But yeah, so we hired our guy James here, so he's gonna be helping out with all the posting,
and I can't wait to see his TikTok dances.
Okay, so that's the thing. I don't have TikTok, so maybe I need to.
But yeah, he'll be helping out with all the posting on Instagram and Discord as well,
boosting our influencer status once he gets those TikTok dances down.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I'm gonna have to like see Matt Nerve like in front of the castle doing like the actual castle, not the one in Disneyland.
Easy. That's
I'm kidding.
You mean the original? You mean not the original?
I meant like not the Playhouse version.
Not the original. It's the original version.
Hey man, we're all friends here.
I was so ready Last week, when I was listening to the podcast or I was editing the podcast, I was so ready for Lawrence to like when you guys were talking about the Funkos and Ruby was talking about the Disneyland Funko. I was like, oh, this is setting Lawrence up right now. And then John just kind of called it out. I was
I
like,
cut it out.
oh,
Nope.
never mind.
Nope. not letting it happen. Not on my watch. So no, yeah. So when I get out there, it's going to be Irv, Matt, and I in front of the castle with my money. Don't jiggle, jiggle.
That's
I'll TikTok.
No.
TikTok. I don't understand you.
All right. Well, next on the agenda. By the way, welcome, James. Thanks for stepping in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next up, we got Princess and the Frog news. We had a little leak on on one of the talk shows. It was announced that 2024 will be the opening date of the rethemed Splash Mountain. What do you guys think?
I'm excited.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm sad. Sad to see Splash Mountain go, but I'm very excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I mean, like I said, it's just a retheming. So I mean, the ride's gonna be the ride. It's gonna be new music, new characters.
Still going to be a drop.
Yep,
I
still
hope.
gonna be the drop.
I'm excited to see like what they do different. Like obviously it's gonna be just rethemed, but my wife and I have been saying it's been needed. Like even though it's my wife's favorite ride, she also is like it needs to be updated. There are some things that go on the ride that's like this isn't very
Well, you know, the
kid-friendly.
animatronics at the Disneyland version are from the America Sings, so those date back to like 1975 when they did the bicentennial thing. So yeah,
Mm.
it's some of those things are pretty old. So I'm assuming they're just going to put new outfits on them and they'll be the same animatronics again. But next up, the Geppetto trailer drops. Any thoughts? Everybody excited?
I still haven't watched the trailer, but I'm excited for it.
How is it? I
I-
didn't know Tom Hanks was going to be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to be in it either, but I am super excited. Tom Hanks, American Treasure. I'm there. Cynthia Erivo, she's like incredible. So I'm super excited to see her in it. Yeah, I love it. I love Pinocchio, so I'm super stoked.
Yep. No, this looks like a reboot we've been waiting for. I think this is going to be good.
Just waiting. I was wondering when it was going to happen. I'm like, okay, well, what's left? What can they do from like the classic, right? Like, what can they get away with still? And I'm excited to see. Like, hopefully, it's not like some terrible Lady and the Tramp like version, but
I never saw that.
I didn't
never
watch
seen it
I
either.
got like 5 minutes in. I'm like, this is not very good.
I didn't see the Lion King either. You know, I'm kind of selective on some of that stuff.
You haven't seen The Lion King?
Well, not the newest one.
What? No, you got to see that.
All right. So probably Matt's going to be the one to speak to this, but there's a report out that Disney is handing out barf bags for its new ride. Matt.
They are. I haven't seen them, but it definitely makes sense because I definitely got sick or dizzy off it.
Of course, we're referring to the new Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster.
Yes. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I've heard people yakking after it. Supposedly a lady got sprayed on, which is probably why.
Oh, vomit spray. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if this means that they're probably going to tone it down because it is pretty
Oh, I don't want to
spitty.
hear that.
No, because
They're
like
going to pussify
Mission
it.
Space is like the intense version is definitely makes you want to vomit.
Well, I mean,
True.
but this has a precedence. They pussified Dinosaur. They made it less intense when the Dinosaur movie came out so that they could lower the height requirement for it.
So wait, is it in the ride, like in the car, the barf bag?
I don't know. It said they're handing him out. I don't know.
It said they're like handing them out upon return.
Which is weird because you would think
Because like what if you get
like a Mission
sick on the
Space
ride,
thing.
like the lady, she
I
got
don't know.
sprayed on during the ride. So I don't know.
Listen, this is a
All right,
New
Matt,
York.
you need to investigate. You need to get out there.
I think I'm going on Monday, actually.
Okay. Investigate. Report back.
I mean,
Just
I
drop-
hope they don't.
Yeah, I
tone
feel
it down.
sick.
I feel like people need to be responsible, like know what your body can handle, and like if you
It's a
feel
new
sick,
ride.
don't ride it. Yeah, it's a new ride. There needs to be like some variation of what thrills there are. So I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't tone it down.
All right. Well, moving on. Jordan Brand is put out the spring 23 preview. Feels crazy because we're just getting into summer and we're already talking about next spring. I wasn't overjoyed. I mean, obviously, the white cement threes. I mean, I think everybody's excited about that, even if it's reimagined. Those are yes, please. The other ones are all right. I mean, I think that the True Blue OG High is pretty good looking. I'm definitely going to pass on the Laney and the elephant print. The Seafoam 4s don't really do much for me. Those 5s, what are the UNC? They look very suede-y to me. I don't know. Is it suede?
I don't know, but they look fuzzy.
They look fuzzy. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Anybody?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of the Laney ones.
Okay.
I definitely got to get the Laneys because I always do anything like blue, yellow.
Right. But see, I'm a Chargers fan from the 80s, and that's very Chargers. And since they moved to LA, they're dead to me. So there's no way I could ever wear that.
That's why you don't like them.
That's exactly why I would never wear that.
Oh my gosh.
I also like the elephants just because I love elephant print. Although I wish they had like a black toe, then I would really want them.
A little less elephant print, is that what you're saying? A little more black?
No, like
on the Jordan 1,
the Jordan 1 still with the elephant wrap on the toe, but like the toe being black.
Instead of white on the
completely agree, Ruby. Completely agree. That black toe would be
like that, and I like love them. I'm always on the hunt for a pair like that.
Well, and then you just get that pair and send them to Ken, and he'll paint it black for you.
I was gonna say that's an easy custom.
There. I'm not gonna customize myself, but
Ken's got your back.
And then the Seafoams, I really do like because I advertise that Seafoam green is my favorite color. So if you're calling it Seafoam and it's a green that I already like, I'm pretty sold on those. So I would probably the rest.
Well, James, you're a noted Jordan retro aficionado. What stands out about the quality on these?
Very funny. Very funny. Did you notice that for anyone that knows we're recording on a Thursday here, and I wore Space Jam 11s today, and John had to DM me, say how's the quality on them. For me, like it's Jordan like nostalgia, right? Like, so I only go after like classic colorways if I'm gonna buy a pair. So the white cements that are reimagined coming out, I like the little bit of like, I wouldn't even call it age. I would just say it's just like yellowing, which is what happens on most pairs. So I'm okay with that because I'm not an OG that likes to keep their like shoes super clean. Like, I'll wear them. I have kids. I've got a dog, right? Like I wear my shoes. We have 4 seasons here. Obviously black cements are like at the front door, and I wear them in the rain like I did this week.
Wait, you have 4 seasons. You have winter, fall, spring, second winter.
No, we don't have a second
and
winter.
Then hot.
It's just that our winter's longer than yours. Okay. So like we have, like, I would say it starts like beginning of December, but it doesn't snow yet. Usually it snows around Christmas, and then it goes to like March, and then we get a dumping in like April, but then it's done.
Okay.
Well, John and I have no winter, so we don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, neither does.
We're lucky if we get 10 days of rain a year.
That's crazy. But I will say, Ruby, like that elephant print one.
Well, I'm hoping that they I think that what I'm looking at on Sneaker News is a mock-up, but I've heard that they're going to make that elephant print a little darker, a little closer to what it was originally. Because the new toe is so nice, the way they redid the toe box on the 3s. I'm very excited to see those. I saw the release images of the iris. I think that's on our agenda to talk about, but the toe didn't look as good on the dark iris as it did on the Cardinal 3s. So anyway, I'm down for it. I mean, I just don't know why they don't give us the Chicago one. Why don't they give us the white cement 3? I mean, that's what everybody wants. I don't think anybody wants the reimagined. I mean, they'll take it, but that's not what they want.
Better than patent leather breads.
Right. Yeah. Patent leather breads. So like the Marina ones, basically, everybody, you don't think everybody would want the Royals instead? The Shadow 2.0. I mean, everybody would want the Shadow. It's like they kind of give you sort of what you want, but not what you want.
Jordan Brand being Jordan Brand.
Yeah.
I feel like what you're saying is very valid, but I also feel like if they did always give us the exact versions of the like ones that we hold dear in our hearts, do those lose the sentiment that they have?
I've had this conversation many times with like on a couple of podcasts now, and I get what you mean. So here's my thought behind that personally. If it's a limited release, I completely understand. Never retro that or like change it up or whatever, right? Like if it's like not OG, to me, an OG colorway, it's OG for a reason. Like it's something that, in my opinion, should be released every 5 years. You should give it to the now, if it were up to me, I'm like, release it every year because I want a pair. I don't care if dad, like your 55-year-old, 60-year-old grandpa, dad, whatever is wearing them while they mow the lawn. I don't care. Like if they're doing that with bred ones, good for them. I don't care. I think it's still a great shoe. And I think it kind of gets rid of people that are like, not gets rid of, I think it like, the sneakerheads I'm thinking of, like the
right. But I mean,
sell.
But let's talk about like, so the white cement threes. Yeah. When did they last release?
Recently of 2016, I think 2017.
2016. Well, I know 2018 they did the Justin Timberlake version, but that wasn't a true.
I'm thinking the ones with the free throw line, like the clear bottom. So maybe the last time they did a gray bottom was a while ago.
They did. They did the clear. So that was 2018. So it'll be 5 years, and so you got it almost in 2018, and now you're going to get it almost in 23. So when was the last real one?
I think 2013 or something like a long
so time. Now you're getting to it's been 10 years since they put it out.
It wasn't Nike Air though. It wasn't a Nike Air on the back.
I don't care about that.
No, I know, but people do. So
I know people do. Put a jump man on it, I'll still take it. That's
Yeah. I mean, I for sure hear you. I personally I want to have access to every kind of sneaker I want. I don't care if literally everyone on the street has them because I just love them for myself.
I agree.
But I'm thinking from like a business standpoint and like the commodification of sneakers, I feel like that's why we continue to get a lot of these like almost there ones, because that's how like the sneaker industry keeps like a hold on the hype of it all, right? Like
speaking of almost there ones, we could talk about the Dark Iris. It's almost a Kobe PE. Or the those are going to fly, right? I mean, there's no chance those things are going to sit with the Laker colorway.
100%.
Yeah,
I like them. Shoe. I love them. I'm like, that is actually a pair that I would be like, yep, I want them.
Yeah,
like, not because of Laker, not because of Kobe, because I'm actually not a Kobe fan. I know.
Hey man, I'm right there with you. Wow. Sorry, but I feel you.
Did you see what he did to my Raptors? Like, yeah, I don't like him.
My fiance is a Magic fan from childhood, so the whole Shaq Kobe thing has pretty much destroyed his entire life growing up. But we won't go into that.
Yeah, I get that, but I think they're beautiful. I think I love purple, so that has nothing to do. There's no yellow on it, so it's not a Lakers colorway to me.
Well, Matt, how about you? We got Nike SB by Jordan 4. And the story has the bread colorway, but I don't see that they've actually said they're going to be breads. They just said they're doing a 4.
Well, so they did release. I think it was Nice Kicks that posted a video. What was his name? Eric Costin. Yeah. He was skating a pair of the Black Cats.
Okay.
So this kind of reminded me because growing up skating, there's this brand called Supra, and there's this guy or pro skater. His name is Eric Ellington, and he had a shoe that looked exactly like Jordan 4s, and he had a colorway that were breads. I have no idea what the silhouette was called, but I'll try to find it and post it in the YouTube. But like, I was just like, man, like if they're making shoes that look exactly like Jordans, like they could probably make Jordans into like skate shoes, like a Jordan 4 skate shoe. Mm-hmm. Which actually reminds me, because Eric Costin, when he used to skate on S, most of his silhouettes, like, because he was a huge Kobe fan, and most of his silhouettes or pro model shoes like were inspired by Kobe shoes. Like they didn't even look like skate shoes. They all look like basketball shoes, which was kind of cool. I had a few pairs, but But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what they're gonna do with this.
I'm
I don't
excited
know,
to see
maybe
it.
like a Zoom Air. I don't know, like
Yeah.
that's like all SBs have, but
I'm excited to like for that back tab is super cool to me. I
Yeah.
think like the Nike SB back tab is like
Yeah.
super cool.
For sure.
Like, yeah.
All right. And while we're talking about fours, I can only find this on Nice Kicks, but so I heard that James Whitner teased an Alma Manier 4. Couldn't find it anywhere but on Nice Kicks, and there's a mock-up. If it looks anything like that, I'm totally down. Do you guys see that?
yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice. I think all of the colorways of Minier really like all the models that he's done have been really good.
Yeah, they're just hitting them all out of the park. So I don't know when that's going to be coming up. I mean, we just got the twos come out this week, so I'm sure it'll be a while. But that's definitely I'm not all about the fours, but definitely all about that pair.
Yeah, they look really nice. I love the way they just look more worn. I feel like a lot of shoes are doing more of a worn look, and they're doing like too much. I feel like this is like just perfectly worn looking enough, not where it's like overboard.
So dropping next Wednesday, we've got the Nike Air Max 1 by, how do you say that, Matt? Casina?
I don't know.
Casina?
Yeah, I think it's Casina.
2 colorways. I think it was Britain said that the orange pair is a little more dope, but the gray pair definitely is easier to wear, a lot easier to put something together with it. But what is going on with those things? This is like a long hair on the top.
Yeah,
I love them. I think they look great.
Lots of different materials on them.
But that's a women's exclusive, that one?
Is
I
it?
don't think so.
No. Oh, sorry. Maybe that one was I don't know. I thought one of them was going to be a Korean exclusive because that's where it is, right? That's where they're from.
No, they're both on sneakers.
Yeah, they're both on. Yeah, check your sneakers app, James. They're
No, we don't have sneakers app, John.
I
know. We got a sneakers page. I don't think it's there. We get all the European releases though, like Canada and like same with like when Nike ID or Nike by You drops and like in EU, we get the same drop. So
what, this is going to air Monday. These drop 2 days after this. So we're going to be doing a live cop on that. Watch everybody get their dubs, right, Matt?
Yep. I mean, looking at these, like the orange ones, I definitely like the orange ones, but the more I look at the blue and navy or the gray ones, like I kind of those are growing on me more for sure.
That is some hairy suede on there.
I love it. I can't wait to pet them. They're so cute.
Ruby, I hope you get a pair because I know.
Oh, I'm getting a pair. It just depends
how much she's going to spend.
Okay, I hope you get a pair for retail. How about that?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because I love that orange pair. I love how it's like a leather toe box with like the hairiness and like I don't like horsehair, but like there's that horsehair.
Yeah.
As long as it's not all horsehair, but you know.
I love all different textures. It's great.
Yeah. All right. Last one. We kind of already talked about the Reimagined series, but we got our first looks at the Jordan 1 Reimagined. And I like these better than like an 85 cut. I think I think I would rather have this than an 85 cut Chicago.
That's a hot take.
Well, I've got a pair of 85 cut and I've got the natural gray. I'm still on the fence on them. They don't fit quite right.
I will say this, they didn't screw it up. And I'm very happy with that because I was like, as soon as when we got the patent leather breads, I know I'm going to talk about it again. If the I call them plastic bag bread ones because that's what they are. There's nothing wrong. You know what? If you like patent leather, I get it. But I was expecting something closer to what this is, right? And it was just a big disappointment because I'm like, I just want breads. I just want bread ones. And then they released these ones for when they were talking about the Chicago Reimagined. As soon as you hear Reimagined, you're like, it's going to be like a horsehair Chicago one or something. Like, it's just going to be like, this is not good. I think they did a great job of this. I agree. It's closer to the 94 shape, which is probably why you like it. They cracked the leather a bit. Hopefully it's not over cracked, but it has the 85 Jordan logo though. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't see that.
Like the Jordan logo is the 85 one, not the current Jordan 1 logo. So I think they did a
Oh.
really good job of like combining it all. Some people were upset that like, oh, it's like I have like OGs and they don't crack and they don't have like that yellowing. I'm like, you know what? It's what's in now.
The tongue's almost pink.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
like,
The white is pretty cracked. It kind of reminds me of the Almanier one, how it's like
The
cracked.
crackle.
Yeah,
But you know what?
I like it. I love it.
Your
Actually.
ones are really comfortable. So like whatever they did to the leather didn't affect the comfort of that shoe.
I think it's great. I'm actually really happy with what they're showing.
So
Not let down at all. Thank goodness.
there you go. All right.
I have
well,
Chicago ones though. I should
right.
know that.
Oh, I'm in. Don't get me wrong. I'm in on those. But just a regular old Chicago one would have been fine. So all right, it's time for fit of the week.
You know, my dad supplies for the family, but I supply for the fit pics. Did you get the picture yet? Did you get it? You know, who's really putting the family on? That's me.
Every week we pick a post where we were tagged or someone's used the hashtags KicksattheCastle. And this week it is Lauren times Magic in the Jordan 3 Neapolitan and a Gucci Disney monogram bucket bag, which nice flex. Great shoes, nice bag. Rubes, any comments on the bag?
I love the whole fit. I think she looks bomb. I
Does she need a
think
bobble
the
bear on her
bag,
bag?
I think she did have bubble bear.
Oh, see, I didn't notice that.
Maybe on a different bag of her post. I don't know. Afterwards, I was like, I gotta check this girl's Instagram because her fit is so nice. I think the Neapolitans look really good. Just an overall really good fit.
Yeah.
You did that thing, girl.
So if you'd like to be featured, use the hashtag KicksattheCastle and tag us in your next Disney fit pick, in park or not. And now it is time for Land versus World.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Each week we pick a landmark or an aspect from Walt Disney World or Disneyland Resort, and we decide which park has it better. And this week we're going to break down the Jungle Cruise. And Irv is not here to lead off. Irv, man. See, my dog's upset that Irv's not here too. So Irv, it might cost you the W. So I'm going to give it to Ruby while I mute and take care of my dog.
So Jungle Cruise, I haven't been on the one at Walt Disney World, so I can't compare, but I love the one at Disneyland. So I'm going to obviously give it to my land because my land is the best land. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, I just freaking love it. I just haven't, like I said, I haven't been to Disney World a lot as an adult. That's my goal in the next 10 years is to go a lot more, but land gets it for me. Love that ride. Always great when I'm feeling like I need some chill time. And it makes me just feel like I'm one with nature at a very busy place, which is Disneyland. And I like that vibe. So that's
Nice.
my take.
All right. Well, so that was a one-sided take. I'm going to go ahead and give it to James because I know he hasn't done Disneyland. So we'll get a one-sided take the other way. James.
That's what I mean. I will give. Okay, so I'm gonna say obviously I have not been on the one at Disneyland, but I have been on the one at Disney World. It's one of my favorite rides at Disney World, just because it's so iconic. The skippers are always so good. I've yet to have a bad one, and all the times I've been, it's always a little different, which I always appreciate, except for the water. I'm just gonna say the water joke because I'm not gonna just go there, just go experience it.
Wait a minute, are you saying you don't chant O2H when we go under the falls on the backside?
You talking about backside of water? Oh, I ruined it. There you go. But
come on, my God. Oh,
but
James's vote doesn't count.
But I will say this because I'm not going to vote for land because obviously I haven't been on it. I'm just going to vote for Disney World. But the Disneyland is the original. And after watching the behind the scenes of like just how it was made in like this desert, I'm just like, this is like the coolest thing ever. And there is, I'm gonna quote what you always do. You and or nostalgia. It is so nostalgic. If you're in Disneyland, it's very nostalgic because it's that history behind it of it being the first, right? So,
yep.
Honestly,
that was
vote for World, but I get
that
it.
was going to be one of my points, James. I'm actually really excited you brought that up because watching the Imagineering episode where they're driving trucks through,
so cool.
It was so cool, and the fact that they did it all with orange trees, and they'd have to send people in to pick the oranges so that they wouldn't be on there during the day for the ride.
And they flip the trees around, like that's so cool to me too. Like to the roots, it's so cool.
Yeah.
So are you sure you're not voting for land? Because it sounds like you are.
No,
we already established that if he doesn't know the backside of water, Then he doesn't vote. Matt, man, where are you at with this? You've done both.
I've done both, yes. So, all right, I'm just gonna break it down. Q, I'll go with Disneyland. I like how it's 2 stories, and you're inside.
And it's always shorter.
Here, it's shorter.
Oh, dude, you guys are like usually an hour plus, and it's like normally like a half an hour at Disneyland.
Yeah, you got to do the Genie Plus. You got to do Genie Plus if you're going to do.
It's not on Genie Plus at Disneyland.
Oh, see, there you go. Another point for Disney World.
That's the point for Disneyland because it keeps the line down.
Boo.
If you're on standby, you don't want a Genie Plus. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
Ride itself, I'm gonna have to give it to Disney World because of the end scene. Ours is different with I don't even know the tomb part, whatever you call it. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Talking about the temple?
The temple, yes. That's what I was looking for. That is really cool. Because when I went to Disneyland, I didn't know that you guys didn't have it. And I was like, where is the temple?
When are we going inside?
And it just ended. I was just like, okay, yeah, the Disney World ride is better. But the skippers, I want to say, are more into it than Disney World, I would say. I guess the only thing that's different is that you guys still use, or Disneyland still uses the gun, right?
I was going to go there too. Our skippers are packing heat.
That's
a very American thing.
But damn, I guess I have more points for Disneyland, but I don't know, man. I feel like the temple overrides all of that.
Hey Matt. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you one more point that you didn't mention in favor of Disney World. About 5 years ago, Disneyland quit doing the Jingle Cruise Christmas overlay, whereas you guys
yes, forgot about Jingle Cruise. All right, I'm gonna have to give it to Disney World. I was leaning on Disneyland side, but
well, here's the thing. So it's one of my favorite rides. I hit Jungle Cruise, 75% of the time I go to Disneyland, which is, I'm usually on it a couple times a month. I've hit it every time I've been to Disney World. I enjoy it. The temple is truly, it's noticeably lacking after you ride the Disney World version. It's noticeably lacking. Overall, I like our skippers, but I will say one of the best jokes I ever heard was at Disney World, where they do at the end, there's a dock on that side and a dock on that side. We call that a paradox. And then the skipper goes, and then they see the 2 guys on the dock. That's a pair of dorks.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
I don't know, man.
A gummy bear.
I thought that was one. Thought that was one of my favorite. It's just as stupid as it is. That was like one of my favorite ones. So yeah, I'm actually gonna vote for Disney World. Because not that I don't like Disneyland in any way. I just think the Disney World, the temple, the overlay, and the fact that that's actually a joke I can remember, and it's stuck out to me that much. So I'm gonna go Irv. This one's for you.
I will make sure that I ride it the next time I'm at World.
But yeah, that's the thing is it's like a Disney World. If you're doing Genie Plus, that's one of the ones you got to get first thing in the morning, or the times start to get really far out. At Disneyland, it's not on Genie Plus, so you don't have the paid people cutting in front of the standby people. So the wait is usually it's usually 35 minutes, sometimes less.
Is Genie Plus not on everything in Disneyland?
no, it's not on Alice either.
No, it's not on any of the Fantasyland rides.
That's so weird.
That's not true. The Matterhorn and Small World are on Genie Plus, but like Dumbo.
Are there any additional paid rides in Disneyland though?
Yeah, Rise of the Resistance.
So that's the only one?
At Disneyland, California Adventure has Radiator Springs.
Okay, I was just wondering, just because like
one per park, just like Disney World.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Spider-Man is paid also.
Oh, there's 2, and you know what's going to happen is when they open Mickey and Minnie, we're going to have 2 in Disneyland when it opens in 2 Town, where it rightfully belongs to be. All right, so that was Land versus World. So let's catch up with some trips on property with Trips and Drips.
We move too fast, it can slime me as ever. Life is too grimy, y'all watch for the devil.
So James, as we mentioned, had a nice long vacation. Why don't you hit the highlights? What was the fam's favorite part? So you've got younger kids, so it's that your trip is focused. It's not, you're not the childless millennial out there running around. So what were the highlights for the fam? Take us through Dad having his kids at Disney World.
Yeah, so we drove down. I know. So John's about to drive across the country. So I drove across the country.
I'm driving across. You drove down. the country.
It's still across. I went from your.
You're going
not
top to
Milton.
bottom. You're going top to bottom. I'm going right to left.
Yeah, exactly. So we drove down. We did 3 nights down, 2 nights back. But when we were there, we were in Disney World for. It ended up being 6 nights. Yeah, I can't remember now. It was a blur. It was so fun because you just so we ended up doing 4 park days. While we were there, we always do like 2 park days, break, 2 park days. I think it's honestly, even if you don't have kids, I think it's a good way to do it just because you kind of get a break. So Magic Kingdom was our first day. Again, we have small kids, 5 and 2. So our main focus is characters. So we got there the week after actual character meet and greets came back. So it was a lot longer waits than you typically would wait for a character. And so because of that, we did not hit a lot of our favorite rides while we were in Magic Kingdom.
Oh no. So what was the kids' favorite ride?
I think the kids' favorite ride, especially for my daughter. My daughter is 5, so she is like right at that cusp of being tall enough to go on almost everything. And so for me, it was really exciting to take her on her first like roller coaster, and that was Barnstormer. And because there was kind of like a test to see like, oh, is she going to enjoy this or is she going to hate it? She loved it. So that was kind of like a highlight for me to see like, the expression, like, she's like holding on to me, but like just like smiling the entire time and screaming, but happy screaming. And like, so that was a highlight for me that day. And now my wife, it was getting near the end of the day, and again, we have Genie Plus, so we were able to get a Genie Plus for Big Thunder Mountain. And so she took my daughter on Big Thunder Mountain, and I was kind of jealous, but she said it was actually scary because it's not 2 bars, it's 1 bar. So the first drop, she had to like,
oh yeah,
she like came off, and she's like, oh, and she had to like hold on to her the whole ride. She's like, I was actually more afraid because it was close to fireworks as well, so it was like at night.
Right. So it was nighttime. So my wife will tell you that they make it faster at night. She thinks they turn it up to 11.
Really?
My wife thinks it's faster at night. She only wants to ride it during the day.
Need to test that. Wait, at both Disney World and Disneyland?
I don't think she's ridden Disney World. She just rode Disneyland, so she is going to try it out. But no, I mean, obviously she's jesting. But she said the fact that it's dark makes the ride more intense.
I think that's true. It's like when you see everything, you brace more for anything. But when you can't see as clearly, it's like always a little bit more surprising.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? She did ride it at Disney World because we got behind some annoying people that felt like they needed to scream at every single thing. Stop it! Stop it, Jerry! So, even though you know what I mean.
Hashtag John Gripes. These are your gripes.
Grumpy,
get off my grass.
Get off my lawn.
Oh yeah.
Get off my grass.
You guys call that? We call grass.
You call your lawn grass in Canada? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Does milk come in bags there too?
Yeah, we're like the country that has like milk in bags. It's great. You get a pitcher with a bag, you clip the top. You can hold way more. It's jug. Now I'm saying jugs are great.
Oh, I've never heard
of that. We have
that.
cartons too. Like we have big cartons.
I know way too much about Canada.
Milk in a bag.
I've never seen a milk in a bag. That's very interesting.
Milk in a bag sounds awful.
I'm gonna show you.
Oh, he's gonna go bag.
I've never seen that before.
Here it is. It's milk in a bag.
It's in a pitcher. So
yeah. So you have to buy that bag, and then you have to supply your own pitcher to hold your bag.
That's a bag of milk.
Sir.
It comes with 3 bags of milk.
Oh my!
It doesn't expire fast. How long? Well, you have kids, so you probably go through that.
You go through a lot of milk. Interesting.
I had to show you that just because I'm like,
I appreciate it.
Wow,
I knew you guys had it in the bag. I just never seen the bag.
I had no idea. That's insane.
It's actually a really good way to buy milk because you get way more. you don't have to like go to the store multiple times. Just like 3 bags of milk that are like, my wife just texted me.
How many liters is that?
Anyway,
all the Americans listening to this show are like mind blown right now. Making a bag.
You're like gonna Google bags of milk, and it's gonna be like a lot of not safe for work stuff. So we're sorry in advance.
Oh my God, Ruby said that.
Oh, that was great. Anyways, so yeah, Magic Kingdom, we didn't get to do some of the better rides that we usually go to, because we do a break in the middle of the day because it's a hot park, it's busy. So we usually do like the monorail trip, and we stop in Polynesian, have our kids. So our 2-year-old had a nap at Polynesian. It's a nice place to just kind of like get some lunch and chill, get back on the monorail, come back. We would not do Skipper Canteen again. It used to be one of our favorite restaurants. We were quite disappointed.
The menu is not as good.
Yeah, it's not as good. They got rid of the full fried fish, which is disappointing for us because we love the fried fish.
But it's fun. It's still fun to go, right?
It just was like the biggest disappointment the entire trip, which again, for Disney disappointment, it's not that big of a disappointment because it's still good. But
all right, so give me the best dining experience for the fam.
Oh, Sanaa, for sure. That's okay. Yeah, we did that on our rest day. So we went to Animal Kingdom Lodge.
I booked a lunch there on your recommendation, so I'll be.
What's that?
I said I booked a lunch there on your recommendation, so
that's great. You gotta get the bread service. It's the key.
Hands down, you gotta get the bread service.
Yep, bread service, the best. But yeah, day 2 we did Hollywood Studios. Yeah, we did Hollywood Studios. Sorry, Chris Catalunya, because we've had this discussion back and forth. It is the most garbage land of all, because everything closes at like 5 o'clock, and it's the most ridiculous thing ever, except for the park itself, which closes at like 9. I'm like, this is dumb. So you have 4 hours of like no characters between 5 and 9. But then, of course, we had Genie Pluses booked for like 8:30 or something. So it's like, oh, so what are we gonna do for?
You go to Baseline and drink some beers.
What's that?
Said you go to Baseline and drink some beers.
No, because we got kids. I'm not gonna do that.
Kids can watch.
No, I don't want to spend. I don't want to spend $15 on a beer. Thank you very much. But
So what did they think of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
It was great. It's great. That was the highlight of that day for sure.
Okay. You didn't take them on Tower of Terror.
Did not take them on Tower of Terror.
Just checking.
Do you want to hear something crazy?
What?
I've never been on Tower of Terror ever.
What?
I don't like. I like roller coasters. I don't like drops. And if Guardians was there, it'd be like a must. I'll say that. Like the horror thing doesn't really like. I've been on like Haunted Mansion, like
Guardians is more fun.
Like I don't like. I'm not a horror. Like I don't like Halloween that much. I prefer Christmas. I'm like Lawrence.
I'm not saying that Guardians is better because I know that's a hot topic, but Guardians is more fun. It's definitely laugh-inducing.
Yeah.
As opposed to Scary Drop.
And I would enjoy it more. Like if Guardians was in, like it would be like a must ride for me. But
well, California, come on out. OG Park, let's go.
Well, it's in the plans. I'll say that, but enough about Hollywood Studios. I've wasted my breath about that.
Okay, well, wait. I got 2 more questions. I need to know, did you do the Frozen sing-along with your daughter?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I need to know.
That was the first ride.
The first ride. Okay. And when at Epcot, was Frozen Ever After, or was it Frozen? What's the name of the ride, Matt?
Just Frozen Ever After. Frozen Ever After.
Was that her favorite ride at Epcot?
Yeah, that's a must. Yeah, it's a must at Epcot.
Did they like that better than Ratatouille?
I told you so. Ratatouille was down at the beginning of the day, so didn't get it on. That was on Thursday, so that was after that was our 3rd park day. We went right to it. It was broken, so we're like, I guess we're not going on it. Then Frozen was broken once we went over to it for our Lightning Lane, but luckily, because you have Genie Plus, you just get it and you go back whenever it opens again. But yeah, as soon as we knew Ratatouille, like we got there and it was broken, we're like, oh, I guess we're not riding because it's like gonna be 80-minute wait probably the entire day, which it was. But I think the lowest to hit was like 60. But Epcot that's not why we go to Epcot. That's not why it's my favorite park, because
you go to Epcot, get drunk.
No, not drunk. You eat everywhere.
Oh,
eat around the world.
My bad.
I'm not a so you know, I'm not a huge drinker. I
We just hear about John's stories.
yeah, so it was Flower and Garden, and Flower and Garden's awesome because
And what was the best food from Flower and Garden?
it's actually the same one as Matt's. The
Oh.
corn was like
Corn.
shocking. Like I'm like when I heard it, like as you talked about it, I'm like, sure, it's the best. It's just corn, you know, like how good can it be? And then you have it, and it's like, no, it's probably the best.
The garlic corn or which corn?
It's garlic.
Garlic corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that corn was bomb. Also, whatever that red mousse thing was from the same place as the corn was also bomb.
Mm.
The
Did you
blood
drink-
orange drink?
No, not a drink. There was like a mousse strawberry.
Oh. No, I didn't have that. I'll probably try that next time.
It was good. I
So
loved
did
it.
you pop into Le Cellier and try the poutine and say hi to Griffin?
No, wait, as we've gone over this before. We as Canadians are like, this is a slap in the face. This is like the worst. That's the worst pavilion. And it's like I will say the poutine isn't like, I didn't have it there. I'm like, I think it sounded worse than it was. Like the poutine's not bad. It's just not like it's poutine. Like we're used to it here. Like I'm not gonna go to Le Cellier because it's just food I can get here, right? So it's like
Your poutine gatekeeping again.
I'm not poutine. I know. I just said it's fine. Actually, the cart there is really good though because you have the seafood. The seafood's always excellent there.
Oh, they had the
during-
stinky scallops when I was there. What the heck was that, Matt? At Christmas? It was Christmas time. I could hardly walk by that booth. It smelled so bad.
It is the scallops, but I don't know what the dish was called.
Yeah,
Scallops were really good during Flower and Garden. I'll say that.
They had some stinky ones. So
but we did the vegan, like you get the punch card, go around, you get it, and then you get the cup.
Wait, they give you a vegan punch card?
Yeah. So Matt, so like
who would do that?
No, it's like
you got to try a bunch of vegan food to get some vegan food.
John, I will
like
tell you
lose.
John, I know you don't like vegan food. Okay, yeah, it's well known, but it's only 5 spots, and 3 of them are sweets, so you'll be fine. The sweets you don't even notice.
What do you get at the end?
You get the I don't have the cup. It's actually dirty, but it's like this little plastic cup with Flower and Garden on it, and then you get
it's not another piece of vegan food.
It's like it's like a lemon Dole Whip that you get at the end. So it was like really good. But yeah, that's the best part. You just go around the world, you eat. Like that's why you go to Epcot. You don't go there for the rides. Like obviously with Guardians there now, that's pretty awesome.
You didn't go on Figment? Come on now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we did, because it's like no way, you just walk on, right? So
we talked Epcot, we talked Magic Kingdom, we talked Studios. Did you watch them crash the kites on the seats at Animal Kingdom?
We watched it, but they didn't crash it. Also, I'm wearing
Joe Rohde shirt. I like it.
Yeah, that I'm wearing basically the same outfit that I wore to actually Animal Kingdom when I went. I love Animal Kingdom. It's not very big. It's like not that busy, at least compared to the other parks. It seems like Genie Plus is like awesome there because you just like, oh, I want to go on this now. Oh, it's a half-hour, 40-minute wait. No, it's not. I'm just gonna walk on right now.
Yep.
It was nice that Everest was back up. So my wife and I each got to do Everest. We didn't do, however, Flight of Passage was broken the whole day. So, but that's okay. Like
that's such a good ride. That's such.
I haven't been on it because it only opened, 5 years ago. Right. 5 years ago. So
I think Pandora just had their 5-year anniversary last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't been on it because like the first time we were there, like it didn't quite open, and then the next time we were there, it like was like super busy, like the 2.5 hour wait. It was just my wife and I.
Well, sounds like you need to plan another trip.
We have another trip booked already. So.
I know, not to Hawaii, like to the parks.
We'll be we're going to Alani in November.
I know you are.
So that'll be nice.
That's gonna be fun. And that'll be a total other kind of fun.
We were super excited because it was originally booked for January and then canceled. But without that cancellation, I wouldn't have gone on this most recent Disney World trip. So I'm pretty happy with that.
It all works out.
It all works out. We're planning to come back in May next year to Disney World. So
there you go.
It'll be
Thank you for sharing your story. Matt, did you make it on property this week?
Not this week, but last week I did.
Oh, that's right. You weren't with us last week. That's right.
Yeah. So I didn't get to check in with you guys, but so Felix is in town, or technically she's still in Florida, but she came back and we rode Guardians again. This is like my third time riding it. We got what song did we get? Oh, September. And they did not have the barf bags. So that must have been something new or recent because they did not have them at all. And for those that saw my picture, I got some DMs asking me if I actually painted myself as a Krillorian or whatever they're called. That is Photoshop. I did not.
I was thinking that was Photoshop because
it was 100% Photoshop.
Yourself, I would have
actually
myself when I saw the picture.
People actually thought I painted myself. And I wore the Panda Dunks, and I actually went to the new Connections Cafe.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get the new food or the new menu. I just wanted something small before we went on the ride. I just got chicken tenders and fries. But I did see. Oh, we did get I think it was like a mango. Oh no! It was a watermelon aqua fresca. That was pretty good. And I did see people like eating. I'm really intrigued with the curry pizza. And they had, I saw someone get a chicken sandwich and that thing looked bomb. Like it looked like it was fried, like really good. I might get that next time. But yeah, that was it.
All right, nice.
Okay, all that
That was
sounds
last week.
So to interrupt, I can't believe we didn't mention that I ran into Ken, aka World United at Epcot. And then I also met up with Matt, and Phil at Springs on my final night. So that's cool.
Just wasn't that memorable that he remembered to tell about it. I see how it is.
Ow.
All right, Ruby, did you
also forgot to say what I wore on park days. How do we forget that?
All right, go. All right, we're gonna Ruby.
I'll do.
We should just say what the rotation was.
Yeah, give us the rotation.
Magic Kingdom, Mickey Mouse, Dunks, Nike Bayou, Hollywood Studios, New Balance 550 in the purple and white colorway. Epcot was the Sean Weatherspoon Super Turfs, and Animal Kingdom was my Concept Heavies, Air Max ones. Nice. And I wore them on the water ride, and everyone freaked out and saying, "Why did you wear them on the ride?" And I don't care. They're shoes. I wore them. Deal with it.
Ruby, did you get on property this week?
I did not, sad, but I am going on Monday. So I'm pretty excited. It's one of my good friend's birthdays. So I'm meeting up with her. We're going to go to Lamplight Lounge. I'm going to try to redeem my last bad experience. Also, Adrian from the Discord, his wife and his son are going to be there. Nice. Always have a good time with them at the park. So I am looking forward to taking another mental wellness day off work and spending it at my happy place, Disneyland.
Nice. Well, I
don't know what I'm going to wear yet, but I'll report back next week.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did not get on property. I spent the holiday weekend in Palm Springs. And as I was driving down Bob Hope Drive, right at the corner of Frank Sinatra and Bob Hope was a big sign for Disney's Cotino community. They have the construction fence up and they are working on it. I mean, they're just moving dirt around, but it is right where it's right in Rancho Mirage where I always go. Not Disney related, but I did bust out the Chicago One low golf shoes and played around in those. Those were awesome.
I see them peeping back there.
That's right. They're breathing. They're breathing. That's the Palm Springs rotation. We got the natural gray one lows. We got the Chicago low golf. We got the Wave Runners and the Alma 3s. They're all breathing. Before I put them
What's
back.
on the top left?
The top left is the center courts ones that I always wear.
Okay.
Those are my beaters. So that was it. Oh, of note, I've booked a bunch of dining for my Disney World trip. Today I booked 18 holes of golf. I'm going to play the Lake Buena Vista golf course. I'm pretty excited about that. The Chicago One lows are going to make the trip with me. I'm going to rent clubs there, but I'm going to bring my golf shoes. And I am not going to Disneyland this weekend because I'm starting to freak out that I am going to be a week from Saturday. I'm going to be driving out of here on my way there. So I got like 7 days to prep for this trip.
Damn, I can't believe you're driving. How long?
Yeah,
is it?
man.
It's 3.
God bless you, bro.
3 nights. It's gonna be 3 nights. We're gonna stop. I think we're probably gonna push it to El Paso the first day. We're only gonna go to San Antonio the second day because my aunt lives there. Then we'll get to.
You gonna say what's up to Chris?
Could say what's up if he wants to have dinner with my aunt. That'd be it'd be a little family thing. But then we're gonna see how far. I mean, I'm not stuck on going to New Orleans. I could go a little further. I want to try to make that last day not 9 hours because I'd like to go to the park the day we get there. And obviously I gotta drive 8 hours, unload, probably hit a grocery store, and then go spend a couple hours in Magic Kingdom. I did book a reservation for Magic Kingdom that day, just so I'd be set. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I don't think I'm super aggressive. The travel days are 8 to 9 hours a day for 4 days. So
Oof, that's a lot of driving.
it is a lot of driving, but when I got 3 adults in the car, it's like my wife can drive a little bit if I
It's a
feel
lot
like.
of gas too, man.
Yeah.
I said I did drive the whole way there and back.
Dude, Matt, the gas is $6 in California. It's like as soon as I cross the Arizona border, it's going to drop $1.
It's $4.75 right now.
I know. Yeah, it's. I think it's like $6.25 here. In Palm Springs, it was like $6.25. So it's not that bad. But I am driving the Jeep, which is probably not the greatest gas mileage.
No.
But I gotta fit all my shit in there. It's got to hold everything. So I did get I bought a bed cover for the bed because I have the Jeep truck.
I was gonna say you're probably gonna need that coming to Florida.
Yeah, well, yeah, for the rain for sure.
Yeah.
So, well, and there's just for the stopping at lunch and stuff like that. I don't have to back up to a restaurant and have so I can people don't steal stuff out of the bed of my truck. But anyway,
Are you bringing your own
digress.
clubs?
I'm not going to bring my clubs. I'm going to rent them. It's more fun to use your own clubs because they're comfortable, but I'll just rent a pair. I mean, I just wanted to see the golf courses, the Mickey shaped bunkers, that kind of stuff. I think it'd just be fun to do it once. So anyway, well, now it is time for Irv's plant-based option of the week. Every week, Irv makes a plant-based selection for those looking for some in-park food options. But since he's not here, we're going to do the corn-fed option of the week. And this week, it is the country ham cubano sandwich from the River Belle Terrace. The country ham cubano is $22, but it's only $18.70 with the Magic Key discount. So it comes with ham, pulled pork, cheese and pickles, and it's pressed. It's also served with baked beans and potato bites.
That sounds amazing, actually.
It is very filling. It is very filling, and it is fantastic. I would recommend it to anyone. Because I mean, when you put 2 types of pig between some bread, man, what could go wrong?
It's true. Very true.
That's what I'm saying. So anyway,
It's so good.
Maybe this will incentivize Irv to show up next week and reclaim his plant-based options. But
where is this?
That is at the River Belle Terrace, which is a fantastic place to eat. I always request the balcony or the terrace to sit outside because it's actually pretty cold inside and it gets noisy. You're sitting outside, you get to watch the riverboat go around. You see the people walking around. That is a great place to have a meal if you guys. You don't have to have a reservation. Yeah, it is the Monkey Bread place. And I didn't have it last time I went. I just had the sandwich. I was good. I was actually going to get the funnel cake from the stage door, and I never got around to getting it. Trying to watch my figure, so I've been cutting back on some of the sweets. So anyway, all right. So now this topic I came up with because of Irv said that Guardians roller coaster is a top 5 ride, and if you're gonna put that in the top 5, you got to take something out. So I was just wondering, what is everybody's top 5 rides?
I'll tell you right now, Guardians is not on my list.
Okay.
Well, Cosmic Rewind is not on my list.
No, okay. All right. So let's give me the list. What's on the list?
Hold on, I did write it down. All right. So number 5, I'm gonna give it to Rise of the Resistance.
Okay.
Number 4, Flight of Passage.
Okay.
Number 3, Space Mountain, specifically at Disney World.
The
Number
inferior
2,
version.
no, the superior version. Number 2, Mission Breakout, and number 1, Splash.
I like it. That's a solid list.
Honorable mention, People Mover.
That's yep. All right. Ruby, how about you?
So mine is 5 is Rise, 4th Toy Story Mania, 3rd Haunted Mansion, 2nd Big Thunder, and 1st for me is Radiator Racers, my favorite ride. I have to ride it every single time.
Wow. Do you pay to ride it every single time, or do you
absolutely pay to ride it every single time?
It's like 17, 18 bucks pop.
Sometimes it's 12.
Oh,
remember, I go on those
weekdays. Yeah. On the weekends, it's like 18 bucks.
Yeah.
But I pay it. I don't do it every time, but I like riding it.
Or if I do a solo day, then I just do single rider.
Yeah, that's a good option. James, how about you, man? What's the top 5? It doesn't have to be family rides. It could just be the James rides.
Seeing like 2 of these I've never ridden, but I just know.
But you can, wait a minute. You can't put a ride in your top 5 that you've never been on.
Well, like I already know as soon as I do it, I'll like it. That's what I mean. Like just like because like and based off like you guys mentioned both of them, or like I think Matt, you mentioned both of them. Fine. Do you want the ones that I've only ridden? Because
no, I want the ones you haven't ridden.
Yeah, I want to know the 2 rides.
I want to know
top 5.
Well, I'll do fine. I'll put the other ones as honorable mentions because I've never ridden them. How about that?
Tell us.
Because like Rise and Flight are ones I've never ridden, but
you didn't get a Rise when you were there?
No, because it's like I'm not waiting. It was broken for half the day, and it was like a 2.5 hour wait by the time it opened up. I'm like, I wanted to get on a Smuggler's Run, but I couldn't get a Lightning Lane, unfortunately.
Hot take: Star Tours is better than Smuggler's Run.
What is?
No, I agree.
Star Tours.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think a lot of people can agree with that.
Yeah, James is gonna. The honorable mention. Got it.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go with my top 5. They're not in any order because, in my opinion, they're kind of all like just good rides. Kilimanjaro Safari, Jungle Cruise. I love Jungle Cruise. Splash Mountain, Everest. I really like Everest. And I think they're tied. Soarin' and Living with the Land, just because like that. I just love the rides. Like Living with the Land is such a chill ride.
That's a great ride.
Every time you just enjoy it. It's so old school, but it's like, I don't know, it's just so unique. And then Soarin' is just like, it's
it doesn't have to be a thrill ride to be a great ride, right? I mean, it's the enjoyment you get out of it.
Exactly.
So, if you love Soarin', your mind's gonna be blown on Flight of Passage.
I know. I was pretty disappointed when it was closed. I'm just like, because we were gonna do Kilimanjaro and I was gonna run over, like we are gonna go right over to do that, and we're just like, it's closed, it's broken. I'm like, oh. But yeah.
All right. So my top 5 is in no particular order: Flight of the Passage, Radiator Springs Racers, Rise Resistance, and I almost didn't put Rise in because it's a marvel, like what they did with it. It's, I think if I would be remiss not to list it. And then I went with the Haunted Mansion, the superior Disneyland version, and Peter Pan, the superior Walt Disney World version. And Buzz gets honorable mention, not because it's a great thrill ride, because I enjoy it. It's a competitive thing, and I enjoy getting to be competitive at that point. So I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I think that they missed an opportunity to upgrade that ride for the Lightyear movie, but that's just me.
That's number 1 for you, to be brutally honest, like way ahead, because you're like, it's always something like that. And Haunted Mansion is like what I think of when I think of John. Just saying.
Well, because I hit those because the Mansion is my wife's favorite ride, and we usually go there first. And I like Buzz. I like to hit Buzz almost every single time I go. And if I don't get Galactic Hero, I'll go again because I'll pout. My wife knows I'll pout, so because I'm a big baby. So anyway, although most of the
for the same reason, though, I like throwing a little competition in the middle of my Disney.
Exactly. Race. And the thing is that I can compete with a scoreboard. Like, it's like I need to get Galactic Hero, and then it's like, okay, well, how high above that did I get? Am I on my number 6? Did I hit number 1? it's a nice, and then obviously that I can compete against myself because I know a bunch of my scores. I know what my high score is, so I can always go back and like, all right, well, well, this is one of my better runs or whatever. So it's the competition thing. I think that's why I like it. All right, so that is it. Let's jump into Matt. I believe giveaway is in order.
Oh yes. I almost forgot, but yes.
Well, you told me to put it on the rundown, so it's there.
Yeah. So as we mentioned a couple episodes before, a few episodes before, we had our 1 year and we reached 1,000 followers. Thank you guys so much. So we're gonna do another giveaway for you guys. There's gonna be 2 chances. There's gonna be one on Instagram and one on Discord. More details to follow, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, you're gonna have 2 chances. You can't win both. So if you win Instagram or the Instagram giveaway, you can't win Discord, vice versa. But yeah, if you haven't joined our Discord yet, send us a DM. Our new social media manager will send you a Discord link. Or if you want to just enter on Instagram, that's fine too. But yeah, go ahead. Be on the lookout for the details in a few days. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to us for, what is this, 51, 52?
Thank you for listening to us talk about Disney's and sneakers for 51 episodes.
51 episodes for a whole year, actually. And thank you guys for 1,000 followers.
All right. Well, we are Kicks at the Castle. You can follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to use the hashtag Kicks at the Castle in your Disney Fit Pics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review for us. Check out the YouTube and join us in the Discord. My name's John. You can find me on Instagram at Weekends with Walt. James, how can the people find you?
Well, you can find me at James B. Will 2 on Instagram. Yeah.
And at Kicks at the Castle, because he's answering that one now.
I will be answering Kicks at the Castle stuff, now.
So if you get blocked, it's James's fault.
Yeah, basically.
Ruby, how can the listeners find you?
The listeners can find me on Instagram at Rubes, ROOBSS, and happy Pride Month, everybody.
Yes, happy Pride Month. And you can find my main man, Irv, on Instagram at Main Street Dad. And Matt, how can the people hit you up?
You can hit me up on MySpace. Just kidding. Instagram at the Disney Hypebeast or THB Shop. And I was just thinking, for the giveaway, James, you got to throw in a bag of milk, bro.
I think it'll turn to cheese. I think it'll turn to cheese by the time it gets done.
It's gonna be a cheese curd.
Yeah, I'll send the picture. On a picture. How about that? A little picture.
All right. Well, that is it. Season 3, episode 5. We are out. Peace.
Peace.
People! Here's squeaky clean music with full effect. That's me, Mickey, the Mouse Supreme, MC in the birthday party of my main duck, Donald.
We're kicking the flow and we're gonna do it something like this.
Donald Duck, back again. Turn up the music, let's begin. Party on, party people, let me hear some noise. Party with Donald, Daisy, and the boys. There's a party over here, a party over there. Tossing Donald up in the air, now trying to catch him, he falls down. Whoop,